what many think might be game of the night. It is game, I have lost count of Session 1 of the Noble Classic, Game 4 of Session 1 of the Noble Classic. I'll learn how to count one of these days. It's a huge matchup of two powerhouses in Texas high school basketball. Out of Northside ISD in San Antonio, Texas, it's the Bears of Brennan out of Northside ISD, representing UIL 6A District 28, taking on six-year head coach Ahmad Ajami and the TAP 6A Division District 1 defending state semifinalists, Parish Episcopal Panthers. Hello, everybody. Back here in Warrior Gymnasium in Arlington, Texas. Jared Jones and the one Ice Scout himself, the San Antonio guy as well, Kevin Howell. Happy to have you back. We've seen a lot of basketball, but this game here, you brought it up pretty much all day long. This is bound to be what could be not just game of the night, but game of the session.
Game of the session, man. You know, we talked about it, 4 Division I athletes on both sides. It's going to be the offensive power versus the defensive power of Parish. It's exciting.
Exciting indeed. Let's go ahead and introduce our starters. First, for the designated visiting team, Parish Episcopal, Esino Nugget, 5'10 junior guard. It'll be Rob Moore, the 2 guard. Hudson Lucas at the pivot, man in the middle. And the Terror Twins, the Brothers of Destruction. Couple of guys of many nicknames. Armand and Antoine Almader. Fantastic. That's the 3 and the 4 to round out the front court. For the Bears of Brennan, led by 11th-year head coach Cody Cowgill. Former Incarnate Word Cardinal, too. Donovan Chris, Delano Tarpley, Talon Todd, Jacob Padilla, and Isaiah Ward, the 6'6 senior forward to round out the 5s for both ball clubs. It should be a fun one. We're set to go. Brennan in the gold, Parish in the blue. Brennan wins the opening tip. If you're tuning in on ASN Radio, they'll be going from right to left on your respective devices. Close side to us here is Donovan Chris. Chris going to be guarded by Antoine Almader. That's going to be a matchup to watch all evening long. On the close side, far side elbow, is Jacob Padilla. He now backs out and resets. We've elapsed 20 seconds in Game 4 of Session 1 of the Noble Classic. Dump off pass is stolen away by Antoine Almader. On the close side to us again, it's Moore. Moore to Lucas, hands back off to Moore. Almader to Noggin. Noggin. Hop steps. Gets downhill. Puts down a foot. Now to Lucas. Lucas gets it deflected. Over to Almader. Short. Nobody home for Armand. And an offensive rebound. And is good for 2. And Parish takes first blood in Game 4 of this heavyweight fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult for Brennan. You know, there's some rebounding fools in this game.
Quick short teardrop floater is in for Talon Todd from 5 feet out. But we're knotted up at 2. Brennan responds quickly. What do you think it's going to take from Brennan to try to take down a team that was 2 seconds away from a state title last year?
You know what, man? I just think it's going to be a great matchup. You know, we got to play a solid game. You know, Jacob Padilla would normally be the sixth man, but we're not taking any excuses.
Stolen away by the previously aforementioned Padilla. He drives, little contact, and no foul. However, does break away for 2 as Brennan takes their first lead of the contest, 4-2 our score.
I just think it's going to be a heavyweight fight for a while.
Skip pass. Lucas winds and fires. That one no good. Hudson Lucas, a Nevada commit, also receiving offers from Cal Berkeley as well as UT San Antonio. Jump ball calls. Multiple players come crashing down to the deck. Possession arrow, I believe, is going to stay in favor of Parish, and yes, it will. The blue-cladded Panthers will take the basketball under their own, will take it on their own basket.
And just make note, that was Padilla that tied the ball up.
Indeed it was. Armand Almader to inbound. He gets it over to Rob Moore, the 4th. Moore, skip pass. Around the horn they go. Noggin for 3. Front iron, won't go. Strong rebound is initially touched by Antoine Almader, but he can't come down with it. Instead it'll be Delano Tarpley. We'll give it over to Todd. Todd stutter steps, skips it over, close side to Isaiah Ward. Ward, they try to get it down low to Delano Tarpley, but it's out of bounds. Turnover assessed to the Bears, and it'll be Parish basketball.
I really think Ward should have taken that shot.
Yeah, why not? I mean, especially with how strong of help side Parish has played in the early going.
Yeah.
Sure, you get a couple outside shots in, even if it's not even really a 3, any long 2s, trying to stress his defense out. Almader pick and roll and gets stolen away. Right hand by Donovan Chris again in the passing lane. Chris, hand out behind him to Todd. Todd, and a travel violation is called. Turnover number 3 already for Brennan in the early going. Although Parish on offense seems to be a bit out of sorts, Brennan has stayed pretty firm on defense.
Yeah, this is what I expected. They got to fill each other out. You know,
it's not going to be guns a-blazing, at least early on. I think, especially as we get into these later matchups.
Yes.
There's going to be a much slower burn. Moore dumps to Lucas. Lucas turns downhill, loses possession. Dirk fade, that's good, nothing but nylon. Hudson Lucas, the future Nevada Lobo.
You know, Hudson is such a difficult one to defend. He shoots the ball extremely well, very skilled. Maybe the most skilled big man in the state right now, to be quite honest.
Some might say. Far side three, and it's good through contact. Talon Todd nails the trifecta, came crashing to the floor. To respond, Moore Hill, a quick three. That's good from the Prairie. Back-to-back threes from two fantastic guards. 4:45 and rolling. Down screen set for Padilla. Padilla posts up. Now they reset, trying to get the switch, but instead Lucas is there. They reset top side over to Todd. Todd elevated to Ward. On to Padilla, now to Chris. Chris with 4.5 left. Padilla kills his dribble. Now to Tarpley. They hand it to Padilla again. Jump pass. Open three. Isaiah Ward uncorks one, and he nails the three-point bomb from the corner.
See, that's almost the same shot he turned down earlier.
Just down screens and handoffs to get downhill.
Oh, look who's in that mix, man.
Noggin, as well as Padilla, tied up for the second time tonight.
Okay, I'm supposed to be unbiased.
You are. 4:08 left. 10-7 our score. It's bound to be one of the closer games that we have. We've seen a couple of blowouts here and there, especially with teams pulling away in the later portions of a game. This could be one of the more wire-to-wire games we see this evening. With it is Ward. Ward hands off to Todd. Todd kick to the corner. Open. It's Chris. He lets it go of another corner three, and that's good. That close side corner to us here, Kevin. It's been money for the Bears so far in the first quarter.
Yes, it has. And you know what? I will say Donovan Chris is probably one of the most humble superstars you're going to find.
Chris, a 3-star, according to 24/7, future UTEP minor, and now the Northwestern State Devil. It's going to be Armand Almater coming up with a bucket. With 3:34 left, it's 13-9. Back after this on the Noble Network.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Might be cash or card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
After the Parish timeout, 3:34 left to go. And what's been one of the more fun matchups already, 13-9, Brennan over Parish Episcopal. Brennan, a team that went to the Throne National Championship semifinals in Las Vegas, Nevada. Parish Episcopal has a fall-away jumper, no good from Ward from 16. Offensive rebound, and there's Donovan Chris again on the fall-away basket. He just talked about how humble he is. A hard worker as well, doing work on the offensive glass.
You know, Brennan's gonna have to continue shooting well from the outside. But what I like about outside shots, it gives Chris a chance to cut in other wings.
Almater with the three, his second three of the night.
You can't leave that guy open. He's gonna knock down more than he misses. Oh, that's what we expected out of Antoine.
Antoine Almater on the drive, the lay-in, counting, and the foul.
You know, that's one thing he's gonna bring. Northwestern State's a pretty tough program, pretty stout, but this guy's going to bring another level.
Both of the twins are, to say the least. Foul is going to be charged to Brennan's Talon Todd, his first, team first of the quarter. It took us a minute. Took us almost 6 full minutes to get a foul.
Yeah, solid defense, man. Solid team, solid coaches.
Almater misses the free throw, shooting 77% from the charity stripe last season. Also averaged 16.5, 7 and 2. The dump pass is intended for Delano Tarpley. It's out of bounds. One thing Brennan struggled to do, Kev, they struggled to try to get it to Tarpley. He's been in great position, similar to what we saw in the Dallas Jesuit-Allen matchup. The front court's been able to get in open spots. The guard's just not able to get it to him in time.
All right, you know, you got to figure it's the first game of the season for Brennan. Maybe they had the same scrimmages, but maybe that's got something to do with it.
There's nothing like live bullets to build chemistry. Here's Lucas. Lucas top of the key. Close side now to Almater. Lucas, another open three. That's good. Hudson Lucas starting to heat up. He's got 2 threes, both from that same spot. That right side, close side slot. 2:13 left. To Padilla. Jab steps. Gets deflected. Blitz coming. They hand it off downhill to Chris. Chris, towel leg of another. That's good again. Brennan continuing to be lights out from outside. Stolen away. Padilla almost able to get it off of the knee of a Parish Panther on the far side. That close side, that is, that being Moore. Almater, that being Armand, excuse me, drawing the foul ahead of the line for the second time today. Foul is going to be charged to Tarpley. That'll be Tarpley's first, team second of the quarter.
You know, we've seen Todd take a couple of big threes already. You know, in an interview earlier in the year, he was telling me how they go every morning 500 threes, you know, and that pays off.
First free throw was missed by Almater as he steps out and resets. Parish Episcopal last season finishing with a record of 33-5. Lost in the state championship to St. Michael's, who we'll see later on in this session, as it's an empty trip for Parish. Minute 45 and rolling. Padilla, they try to hand it off to Chris. It's almost deflected, but it's kept in possession. Tarpley with a screen. I hand it to Aiden Martin, who gets it stolen away by Moore. Moore rises for the layup and a finger roll finish. And Parish takes the lead back. That's lead change number 2.
I believe that's 5 points now for the Air Force Academy commit, Robert Moore.
Pass is stolen away, and they're going to call it a reach. You had an immediate reaction. What do you say, Kev?
I think that was a tough call against Parish. I think Moore was in position and had it going.
Gavin Fuchs will check in for the first time. Also another sub coming in. That being Sid Barlow.
Yeah, I got.
So they're bringing in 2 6'6s.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Good night.
You know, and Sid Barlow, I've watched him, man. He's going to shoot the ball from outside at a high clip, high percentage.
It's Todd now back top of the key. Get it down low to Ward. Ward pull-up jumper from 12. That won't go. Strong rebound by Noggin. Lead pass, and it's stolen away by Padilla, and it's out of bounds. Padilla just maybe a step away from possibly coming up with that ball. It was I think it was an outlet pass that might have been deflected or just too much on it. Either way it goes. Heartbreak for Brennan. Not getting the turnover. Get it to Noggin. Noggin, there it is. Sid Barlow for 3. Back iron won't go. Short shot. Rebound is brought down by Tarpley. By Ward, excuse me. Chris. Padilla, close side. Steps back now, resets. Got the 6'6" Barlow on him.
You know, we've talked about how well coached these teams are. You can see it in the rebounds.
You sure can.
There's some serious.
Long 3. Back iron won't go for Todd. Offensive rebounds collected by Chris on the reset. 30 seconds left. Maybe 1 or 2 more possessions left in this fast-moving first quarter, and it's out of bounds. Chris looked like he wanted to go over to Todd. Todd looks like he should have stayed in the spot on that far side wing. Instead, tried to slide to the corner, and Brennan turns it over for the 5th time.
You know, that kind of bites you when you play off philosophies, because if you're going to the basket, you're supposed to travel down. And
supposed to go down with him, stay level.
So.
He's Noggin now. Takes a screen from Fuchs. They get it to Fuchs. Fuchs gets his pass deflected. Barlow able to come up with it. However, Chris tying it up with him as well. Arrow on the scoreboard is pointing to Brennan. Coach Amada Jami on that far side for Parish said he wanted a foul, maybe an arm or a wrist got grabbed, but officials saying no, don't think so. 11.4 is all that remains in this first. So they go to the arrow, will be Parish ball. So the opposite of what the scoreboard says. And bound it to Noggin. Noggin Double team, leaning along the timeline. 4 seconds,
seconds.
3 seconds. Barlow gets it swatted at the horn, and that's who will head to the second quarter.
Wow.
What a deflection to end the first frame. 18-19, our score. What a swat as we take another look to conclude the first. It's been a fun one. A lot of good basketball left to be played.
Go get some done.
Honey, can you go check on them, please?
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting,
Can you go check on them, please?
it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Second quarter set to begin here at Arlington on the campus of Martin High. Brand new stadium just got built about a good 50 feet away from us here at Glassby Field. Opened up just let's say 5 or so weeks ago. Funnily enough, the Antler Sports Network was the first company to do a broadcast from that brand new stadium. So how about that?
That's good stuff, man.
Indeed it is.
We do have a new substitution. Webster from Parish, number 2.
Far side three and is good through contact. Gets who again? It's Talon Todd. His third three of the evening. Todd has been on fire. 21-19 our score. Lucas, let's skip through. It was an open shot. It was a great move. Just couldn't knock that one down, but he almost knocked down that follow-away jumper again. He's already hit one today as Chris gets downhill, straight into his defender, gets tied up. We're going to say last touch was by Chris, out of bounds. It'll be Parish basketball with 7:20 in the second. Parish Episcopal last year, out of all 38 games they played, they only lost to a Texas team once. And that was to the Warriors of St. Michael's in the TAP 6A state championship.
Hey, they went a calendar year.
An entire calendar year without a loss. It was ridiculous when he said it out loud.
Yeah.
Pass is deflected. It's out of bounds. I'll say last touch was not by Todd. It was by Rob Moore. So that's a turnover. Brennan will take the basketball back right to our left here. All right. We had a pretty good angle of it, but not the best in the world. Howard King passes into Ward. Ward
kept
on the
bounce.
ground and still kept his dribble. Todd again. Swings to Chris. Chris, nasty
Nice
crossover.
drag.
Kick to the corner. It's Ward. Ward uncork another three. Side iron, no good. Chris able to snatch it above the head of Antoine Almeter. And the lob is well out of bounds. It was intended for Tarpley. But another handful of second chance opportunities produced by the offensive rebound. Squandered away by Brennan. In the second quarter, they looked poised to be a lot better on the boards than what they were in the first. Just unable to really convert on anything.
Yeah.
Kick to the corner. Open three. No good by Sutter. Wechsler. Wechsler getting his first shot attempt of the game as Todd kicks and it's going to be stolen away. Moore up to Almeter. It's Antoine on the drive. Spins, lay in, off balance, and it won't go. Rebound snatched away by Delano Tarpley.
And that was a big rebound for Tarpley right there because, Antoine normally converts that on the first, but definitely on the offensive rebound.
Offensive foul, an illegal screen.
I think that's on Padilla.
Yep, it is. It's going to be his first, team first of the quarter. One thing to note, Padilla's pretty much always face guarded his matchup no matter who it is.
Yeah, he's
This time it's going to be Rob Moore. Moore drives up and under. No good. Great defense by Tarpley. Might have been some contact.
Tarpley definitely
And a finger roll finish.
changed that shot.
Finger roll finish by Ward on two off of the side of the glass and somehow rolling in. Antoine now trying to use all that 6'6", 235-pound frame. That was a big dude. Moore Far side three. That's good. And Parish is finally on the board in the second quarter. Exactly what the Panthers need to say into this thing. It's only a 1-point game.
Yeah, but they really needed someone else to score. Well, I guess that's 8 points for Moore.
Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch was by Parish. I'm going to say it was Lucas who touched it last. Lucas absolutely befuddled. Substitutions now for Parish. It's going to be Noggin, Moore, as well as Armand Almeter, who all check in. Antoine will check out. So we don't have to go on a first-name basis anymore. Much obliged. Inbound's going to be a kickball violation charged against Barla. Brennan still inbounding under their own basket. Into the corner, gets who? It's Todd again, no good. An uncharacteristic missed three. Rebound is brought down by Lucas, who gets it over to Almeter.
Yeah, Lucas did a good job, great job of keeping Tarpley off the offensive glass.
He's done well. Already 3 offensive rebounds this evening. Armand swings it over to Lucas. Lucas now back to Noggin. He gets out of the corner. To Barla now. Barla, probably if he would have had a clean catch, might have fired that thing off. Lucas jab steps.
Closed out.
Steps back, steps through. Scoop. No good. Rebounded by Padilla. Padilla managed the break. No numbers, though. He's got 4 on 2. Will reset his double teamed, pinched, open 3 for Chris from well outside. That's good as he nails that 3 from Cleburne. Brennan has been so far pretty good three-point shooting team.
You know, and this game has lived up to the hype so far.
Indeed it has. As Almeter gets it snatched away by Ward. Blocking foul is going to get called against Parish. So we wait to see a number of the man who will get charged. Looks like it'll be maybe Noggin, I believe so. As Barla comes out and Antoine comes in. So much for using last names. Enjoyed it while it lasted. That foul was on Noggin. That was his first, team first of the quarter. With it is Chris. Chris close side. Try to get it down low. They finally do, and an easy kiss off the glass, and it's in for 2 to Leno Tarpley. They've been trying to go to him all evening long, and finally, great seal and an even better pass to convert the deuce.
You know what, man? He has such a good frame when he gets in the position. If they can get him the ball, it's going to be hard for Lucas to stop him.
Padilla's going to get his second foul on the reach. Second personal, second on the team this frame. Quick substitution now is going to be Tarpley will check out. Checking in for the first time is Ibrahima Ndaye. 4:11 left to go in the second. As Noggin gets downhill, up and under, a little bit of English on the finger roll finish. Great take, especially a great separation on a great defender in Padilla. 3:55. Padilla looking to take back in kind. To Todd. Todd, another 3. Could he get number 4? Yes, he does. 3-ball number 4 for number 4. With 3:44 left, Brennan slowly but surely expanding their lead, creating separation. Padilla with a takeaway. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Hop pass. Todd snatches it away. Over to Chris. Chris drives. Has a lane. Pass and crash. And it's a great charge taken by Antoine Almeter. That's just right place, right time, especially on the follow-through.
Yes.
But
that would have been number 5 for talent. I mean, NBA Jams were screaming, he's on fire.
I thought an NBA Jam it was on fire after 3.
Well, then he's definitely on fire.
Have a wet spot under the basket here.
Yeah, that's Armand taking that charge. And that guy just always seems to be in the right place, whether it be offense or defense. You know, some people have said Antoine might be the best defender in the country. So I'm really excited to see the matchups.
So wet spot's cleaned up. Took him a minute. Parents take the basketball back after that previous aforementioned charge. screaming along the sideline is Moore. Moore in the corner. Over to Antoine. It gets deflected. They're going to say last touch was by Chris. So it will stay here.
I know Coach Calgill will just keep taking the deflections because they're going to turn into steals in transition.
Eventually, and there it is. Padilla on the break. It's 2-on-2. Almost swatted away on the follow is Chris. Thought he was going to try to dunk it, but instead just got maybe 2 fingers on the basketball, and it found its way in. Downhill on the drive, and a strong finish by Armand Almeter.
Yes. Stepping
back, surveying the floor is Todd. Todd looking to get three-pointer number 5. Chris, he already has 2. It's Ward. Ward spins and an offensive foul.
That's another one. Moore being in the right place. Must have read the scouting report.
So we take another look. As Ward got downhill, took an absolute shot to the chest. He seems to be all right, but he sure took a whack, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, so we have Tarpley back in the game.
Tarpley subbing in for Ndiaye. Still waiting. Well, it looks like there's a wet spot on the far side again.
That's where Armand scored the bucket.
Took him this long to figure out that was a wet spot, you would think. I don't know.
Man, so these guys on both sides are so offensively sound. If you give them an inch, they're going to go to the basket.
Sure.
That's just an insane amount of pressure put on the defense continuously.
Wet spot still getting cleaned up now. Don't think any world records are going to be set or broken. And there we go. Towels off the floor, and we're set for basketball again. All right. 2:40 in the first half. Parish was kept things close in the first, but Brennan's three-point shooting has really separated both of these two teams in this second quarter, in the latter half of the first. On the drive, it's Moore. Moore, a tough shot. Side iron won't go. Strong finishing on the offensive rebound is Armand Almeter for 2 more.
Yep. That's how they're going to work their way back in.
When you have 2 of the best forwards in the country,
yes,
side by side with chemistry that you just can't beat, it's going to be hard for any team to truly keep at bay. It's Padilla. Padilla, swing pass, and it's out of bounds. Pass was intended for Chico Acoma. So with 2:07 left, it'll be Parish basketball again with a chance to make this a one-possession game. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be last touched again by Acoma. This time in a more positive way as Isaiah Ward will check back in for the Bears. Here's the aforementioned Acoma. Will check out 6'1", maybe 6'2", junior guard. Bears take possession back once more. It's Noggin now. Noggin on the far side, guarded by Padilla. A matchup of 2 very quick and scrappy guards, no matter their stature. Head fake. Dribble drive for Armand now. Armand to Noggin. Noggin skips to Antoine. Open 3 for Moore. Moore can't get any less than...
Look at that block out by Lucas, man.
Lucas, you think that a guy that skinny, that looks like he hasn't had a slice of bread or a breadstick in his life, will be able to move around bodies in the paint the way he does. But one of the oldest tropes, one of the oldest coaching tropes, the lowest man always wins.
Yes.
So they'll say it's a loose ball foul. They'll charge it to Tarpley. That'll be his first, apparently. I had him already with one. Dump off pass. Noggin for 2, and that's good from 12. So with that, it's now back to a 3-point game. Parish at 1 point stared down the barrel of a 9-point deficit. It's only a possession now.
Well, you know Parish isn't going away.
No, not at all, not the slightest. Chris to Todd. Todd to Padilla. Padilla takes a whack as he catches it. It's Chris. Chris, a follow-away jumper, and it's good with the defender right in his face. Nailing the trifecta. That's 3-ball number 3 for Chris tonight. Into the corner. Quick 3 to respond. It's Rob Moore. Rob Moore responds with a 3 of his own. And we're still at 1 possession. Inside of a minute now. Clock ticking away in this first half. In a game that looked like it might have saw Parish try to take possession, Brennan will respond with a 6-0 run in 2 minutes. Brings us to where we are now. Padilla, his first three of the game. He's still waiting on it. Rebound is brought down by Antoine. Antoine, possible 2-for-1 opportunity. They can hustle here. 39 seconds and counting. 36-33. Noggin, shake and bake. Couldn't put it in the oven, though. Rebound is brought down by Padilla on the break, and it's out of bounds. Almost out of bounds. Hits the noggin of Noggin. 27 seconds. There's still a three-point game. Possibly one last shot. Amada Jami barking orders from that Paris sideline. Into the close side slot is Antoine. Armand for three. No good. Rebound is corralled by Parish, though. Open three more. Another one. Side iron won't go. Offensive rebound corralled by Antoine. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. Timeout is called. Then it's going to be a 30-second timeout that gets taken by Parish. The Panthers will have one more shot before going into the locker room, looking at maybe possibly tying this thing. 36-33 our score with 2.8 left. Back in 30 seconds on ASN TV. After the Parish timeout, looking at that tough basket just a few moments ago, all thanks to the offensive rebounding of Antoine Almeter.
I think he had 2 in that possession.
He did, had 2. So 2 for 1. 2.9 is all that remains in this first half. Has another wet spot. You know, if you bet the under on wet spots that need to be cleaned, I feel sorry for you. Parish to inbound. Maybe one clean shot opportunity. On the floater at the horn, no good. Tip at the end, and it is good. Count the bucket. Count it. My goodness. At the horn, and that's how we go to the half. 36-35 our score. Parish only down to 1 as we head to the locker room.
Wow.
Sir, your golden keys?
Excuse me, sir. These cards need a bit of polishing. How about our golden cappuccino? Foot massage, maybe?
Just the card.
A pony ride?
When you want to start your holiday straight away, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the
Jared Jones, Kevin Howell, happy to have you back. Second half, ready to go from Arlington High School, from Arlington Martin High School in Arlington, Texas. Parish and Brennan battling it out. Game 4 of session 1. It has been a fun one. Parish will open the second half with possession now. Lucas, far side to Antoine. Over to Armand. Armand on the drive, up and under. Couldn't get the finger roll finish or the shooter's roll. And somehow ending up with the basketball was Noggin. He tied the basketball up while he was on the way down to the ground.
You know, I've seen Noggin at a couple of different events. I mean, he's a tough cookie, man.
Tough customer indeed. As we have a stoppage of play. Do we have another wet spot? Oh my goodness. That is wet spot number 4. I'm getting a tally started.
Maybe we can get 2 towels, 1 for each end.
You would hope. And the referees had to clean up all but 1. Make them earn their paycheck, I guess.
Yeah. You know, but let's talk about it, man. You know, Parish got back into this game by tearing up the offensive glass.
Definitely. They had the offensive rebound advantage, at least by my recollection. 7-3. If my number serves me right.
Yeah, Antoine can be devastating on the offensive glass. Just such an athletic wing.
After the reset, downhill is Ward. Ward closely guarded by Antoine. That's a tough matchup. Thought it was, so they get it down low, and swatted away by Lucas. Shot is rejected. So no charge, no 5, but you got the block in possession anyway. I don't think Coach Ajami is going to be disappointed either way it goes. Backing out now, resetting is Noggin. Noggin along the hash, now across the MA of the Martin logo in red in center court.
You know, and that was a great defensive stop by Lucas.
It was. Speaking of Lucas, he gets downhill, drives, gets slow, swings it back out, somehow saves it. Noggin with it. Noggin to Antoine. Around to Moore. Armand. Pump fakes, drives, kicks to the corner. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the official, but before that was last touch by a gold-cladded Bear. So it'll be out of bounds. Parish will keep it. Still only down 1. With 6:46 left to go in the third quarter. And a game that's gone by pretty quickly, I'd say. Moore. Fall-away jumper. Tough shot. Can't uncork it. Tips it out. Guess what? It's Antoine Almonder again with a valuable hand. Extra possession. Fall away Noggin. He can't get it. Rebound is corralled by Ward. Ward to Padilla. Padilla now back to Ward. Ward to Tarpley. He'll let go for three. Nobody home. Chris on the offensive rebound and is going to draw the foul. It'll be Armand. His first, team first of the quarter.
That shot was as ugly as my first pet pig
You had a pet pig?
once.
Why did you have a pet pig, Kevin?
Because I wanted to. I have no valid reason, man. I just wanted a pig.
So you had a pet pig, not because you wanted to raise it and make bacon or butcher it. No, you just wanted one. How long did you have like a pen did you have them in the house?
It lasted 3 days.
Do I dare ask? Can we discuss why on the air? Is it family friendly?
Oh, it's family friendly. My grandparents owned a farm.
Oh no.
They were dairy farmers. And so I asked for a pig,
Right.
and my grandmother complied.
Okay.
But after day 3, I didn't want it anymore. It didn't play like a dog.
I wonder why. Good God, America. 6:15 after the perfect trip to the line. Still a three-point game, a one-possession game. Deficit for Parish. Noggin downhill, high arcing off of the backboard, and what a finish.
Yeah, over the 7-footer Tarpley.
You said during our first game between Allen and Dallas Jesuit, you want guards start trying to get it at the high, pretty much as high on the backboard as you can to get over these bigger defenders. And that's exactly why in living color.
Yep.
They hand it downhill to Ward. Ward fakes pass to the corner and said we'll keep it. It gets backhanded away by Moore. With it is Armand. Armand to Antoine, and he crashes to the deck and will head to the line to shoot two for the the second time tonight.
You know what's so impressive on that defensive end? Antoine shut down the court to half of that court. So it became a 2-on-2 game and then a turnover.
They're going to say it wasn't a shooting foul.
I just think they're taking it out of bounds. They hadn't put a foul up on the board.
Maybe it wasn't a foul at all. I don't know. Oh, another wet spot. All right, let's add it to the tally. That's wet spot number 5. You know, you can tell the boredom of a broadcaster, not by his words, but what he keeps up with during a game. I don't know what it says about the fact that we're keeping up. Well, I'm keeping up. I don't want to put that on you, that I'm keeping up with wet spots that are being cleaned. I don't know how to feel about that, but.
Well, I think it just adds to time that's not coming off the clock in the sense that it's great that these guys get a chance to catch their breath and play at max capacity.
Lay-in, easy lay-in for Antoine Almater for 2 more. And Parish, lead change number 3. Lead change number 4 in this contest. We've still got about another quarter and a half to play. Padilla guarded by Moore. Padilla turns downhill. Moore will draw the foul. Not an and one. It will not count. That'll be Moore's first. Team second of the quarter.
You know, if Moore didn't gamble, he was close to that 5 count.
I don't know, because Padilla is just so great at turning downhill or getting downhill and turning the corner. It's hard to get a 5 count on the guy. Speaking of, here's Padilla using that half spin. Kicks to the corner. Chris will let go of another 3. That won't go. Lucas with the defensive glass. And Lucas is going to draw the foul. That's going to be on Donovan Chris. You know, I don't know if his breath stinks or not, but that seems like tic-tac to me.
Yeah, it's ticky-tack.
I mean, I can understand making that call, but 9 times out of 10, that's not getting called.
You know what? That shouldn't be called, especially with the high-level athletes that are on the floor.
No, you're going to have a slap every once in a while. If it's too egregious, then sure. But just a basic slap, nah, let him play. Let him play ball. 5 minutes is all that remains in this third. Lucas with a screen. Downhill is Noggin. Noggin down low. Cross to Moore. Moore sidesteps. Plants to the feet. Short from 15, excuse me. Moore almost came up with a steal. Instead, it's going to be kept by Todd. Todd, who lit up the three-point line in that first half, had 4 threes. Yet to see one from him yet in the second half. as Chris tries to get it down low. Instead, it's stolen away. It's a 3-on-2 break. It's the Twins on the run. Lay-in won't go. Offensive rebound is corralled. Almost corralled, but out of bounds by Armand. The last touch for Parish. So it'll be Brennan basketball.
You know, we say Talon hadn't got a chance to shoot that three in the second half. That's probably a better defensive effort.
Much better defensive effort, at least individually. Here's Moore. Moore helping come up with the steal. Finger roll finish. Counted on the foul by Antoine Almeter. That's twin and one, number 2 on the evening. Going coast to coast through contact and finishing soft off of the glass. So with 4:16 left, Parish once again expanding that lead, and Brennan is going to take some time to talk it over. Back after this, our presentation of the Noble Classic on ASN TV continues after this. .416 left in the third quarter. Almeter's on the line, that being Antoine. His third trip to the charity stripe. He split his first trip, went empty.
But
his
takes
second.
the and one.
Yeah, converts. That makes him 3 for 7 on the day from the charity stripe tonight. Arcing pass into the arms of Tarpley. Tarpley down here to Chris. Chris drives, lay in, too strong. Offensive rebound is brought down by Ward, but it's snatched away, and a loose ball foul is going to be called by the close side official. That's an NBA call right there. That's a good eye.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be Noggin who will get whacked. And if that is, yes, that is, according to the board, his third foul. Team third of the quarter. Trying to go to work on Lucas, and a grown man basket by Delano Tarpley.
You see that footwork, man?
Staying light on his feet, the 7-footer. Driving is Noggin. Noggin kicks out. Open 3 for Armand. Armand can't get it to go. Ward battling with Todd for the offensive board. Talon Todd, that is. Todd comes up with it. Todd gets it snatched away, though. Moore on the opposite side, and a snag and an easy feed. Sliding in like he's running into second base. The future Northwestern State Demon. Open 3 for Todd. Can't get it to go. Padilla can't get the offensive board. Third chance opportunities converted by Ward. And an official's timeout is called as we take a second look at that last basket. Could we possibly see another wet spot? Indeed we do. We'll take a break. Back after this. Wet spot still being cleaned. Well over a minute now. This is wet spot number 6, but this is easily the longest that a wet spot's been taken to get clean. Even the DJ doesn't know if the wet spot's been cleaned or not. Referee's having a chat with somebody in the crowd now. Even he doesn't know. All right, here we go. Can we play basketball now? Yes, we can. 3:10 left to go. Parish only up 2 at one point. The biggest lead they've had, 6. Trying to go to work.
Oh.
There's Weschler. Weschler over to Moore. Moore, close side corner to Armand Almader. Crossing is Lucas. Lucas head fakes, gets it stolen away by Padilla. Padilla in the center of the floor to Todd. Todd fakes the pull-up jumper, now gets it to Padilla on the reset. Padilla closely guarded by Weschler. Weschler coming off of the bench with a pretty tall task. Kick to Ward in the corner. Open 3 for Todd. Off of the rim, no good. Lucas almost came up with it. Chris, they'll say, was the one who touched it last. So as we approach 2.5 in the third, now it seems like the roles have reversed. Brennan is the one who's started dominating on the boards in the first 2 quarters, but now in the latter half of the second and in the third, it's been Parish who's controlled the glass.
You know, one adjustment we see on the defensive end is when Brennan takes it to the paint.
Why 3, no good.
They're staying at home. The defenders on the 3-pointers.
Weschler unable to get that 3 to fall. As Todd gets a quick word from 11th year head coach Cody Calgill. Padilla sets his feet, straight line 3, rattles in and out, no good. A little bit too much on it. It's out of bounds. Waiting to see. I think it's going to be Parish ball. No, it's going to be Brennan ball. Substitution now. As Fuchs will check in exchange for Lucas. Moore will come out, and Barlow will come in.
I think what you saw there was Ward boxing out to the point that it made the Parish player knock it out of bounds.
Todd taking the inbound. Get it down low to Ward. Ward going to work on Barlow. Through 2 defenders, won't go. Rebound is brought down by Armand. Armand surveying the floor in the center. Barlow, his second 3-point attempt. That one, front back iron, no good on the rattle out. Ward on the board. It's 4-on-1. Gets downhill, Barlow able to tie it up. Ward keeping possession. Skips across to Todd. Todd steps back. Trying to get to Ward again, but it's snatched away. Foul's going to be called after Armand comes up with a steal.
You know, Barlow missing that open 3 was surprising. He shoots at such a high clip.
Last season, shot at 39% from downtown. One of the highest marks in taps. You know, the NBA, that foul would have been a clear path foul.
Yes, it would.
No, that'd be a transition take foul, excuse me.
Well, I think it'd be a, I don't want to run down the court right now, foul.
Hey, can't blame him. Minute 24
picked
left.
his
Padilla
pocket.
comes up with the steal. 2-on-2 break, and somehow getting a hand on it was Armand Almader, and even more miraculously, Padilla almost came up with a board. Almader man in the break. It's 3-on-3. Reinforcements coming. Antoine kick to the corner. Driving is going to be Weschler. Weschler, it's out of bounds. It will stay with Parish, so Panther ball. So 1:07. And this game has moved pretty quickly.
Yeah, this is such a high-level game. Not many fouls in the game.
No, not at all. It's been a very clean game from both teams.
You know,
That timeout is going to be taken by Parish. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute on ASN TV. Parish calling time. They'll have 2 left for the rest of the way. On the drive, it's going to be Armand Almeter. Took me a minute to figure out which one that was. On the breakaway layup. They're so similar. They play that not even just in looks and name and play style alone. As Chris, the floater in response, won't go. Tries to clean up his own mess, but didn't flush. However, he swings it over to Ward on the top of the key. Ward on the drive, and it's going to be a blocking foul that'll get charged. Looks like that might be against Barla.
But it's definitely a wet spot.
It better not be. I'll be 14 foul. First personal foul on Barla. Wet spot number 7. You had to bring it up, didn't you? 46-42 our score. It's almost as if we are having media timeouts.
Yes. You know what's interesting? The pace of the game is so fast. The only thing we slow down for is the wet spot.
Is a wet spot. I don't know if that says more about the court or the players or the game itself. Brennan's only called 1 timeout. Parish has called 3. Another line for the first time today is going to be Isaiah Ward. 7 Division I offers last year, averaged 12.5, 6, and 3. The number 23 athlete in the state of Texas, a 3-star, according to 24/7 Sports. First free throw, front iron, no good. Former commit at Denver.
You know what I like about Ward? Every time I've asked him for an interview, he's always said yes. And come from a great family. Good kid.
Second free throw from Ward. Straight through as he splits the trip. 42 seconds and counting. Maybe 1 or 2 possessions left to go in this third. On the drive. Straight through the chest of the defense. It's Antoine Almeter for 2 more. Antoine Almeter is like a freight train, both of them.
Yeah.
Tie. Back to Ward. Ward with 27 to go. Steps back. Free throw line jumper. That's good. Straight nylon again. 4 quick ones for both ball clubs. 19 seconds left. Maybe 1 more possession for Parish if they play their cards right. Moore with it. Getting stalked by Padilla as he crosses the timeline. Spins now.
Ooh.
Almost had a steal.
Oh,
Crashes to the deck. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Padilla with 2. Somehow floating it away. Out of bounds. What a block.
Padilla. I'm telling you, man. Oh.
A miraculous swat after the Padilla steal as we take another look. Antoine Almeter contorting his body in pretty much in the shape of a C.
You know, and Padilla is so unsure why it wasn't a foul, but man, that was a clean block.
That was clean.
Such an athletic play.
As we take a second look, Almeter's head was almost at the rim. So 2 seconds left for wet spot number 8. Brennan will have it under their own basket. Watch for the possible lob. No lob, at least for now. They get into the corner. Ward at the horn, Todd at the horn. And that is how we head to the 4th quarter. It's been a fun one. 8 more minutes left to go in game 4. 48-45. Brennan down, but not out. Final 8 in Warrior Gymnasium. It's been a blast, folks. 48-45 Parish with a slight advantage over a Brennan team that has not gone away, but hasn't had a substantial lead since the 2-minute and 37-second mark of the second quarter. Chris turns downhill the lob, and it's swatted away. Guess who again? Armand Almeter, his second block of the game. 7:43 and counting as we play 15 seconds. Armand, they get it to Lucas down low. Moore fires a three. Won't go. Lucas tips it out of bounds.
I wonder if Padilla tipped that ball.
I don't know. It didn't look like it. Didn't really see a drastic change of spin direction of the basketball. Either way, a chance to tie coming up for Brennan. Down screen is set for Chris. Chris looking. Tarpley to Ward. Ward for the Padilla screen. Trying to break down Almeter. They get it down low to Tarpley. Tarpley to Padilla. Around the horn they go again. Todd, scoop pass. It's stolen away by Moore. Moore to Antoine. Antoine to Armand. Layup is going to be swatted, but contact on the way up, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
And you know, we wondered at halftime if they were able to keep up this pace. The defensive pressure, both sides are continuing that mount.
Question is, who's going to blink? Because someone's going to run out of gas.
Yes.
I see a referee grabbing a towel. Say it ain't so. Oh, my goodness. That is wet spot number 9. We've seen more wet spots than offensive rebounds. Now that's saying something. My word. Next game, the nightcap of day 1 of session 1. The host, Arlington Martin Warriors, will take on an I-20 rival or a 287 rival. Depends on how you slice it in Mansfield Timberview. That game tips off at 9. Almeter's first free throw was good for Armand. Almeter now 4 for 8, 50% for the charity stripe. Make it 5 for 9. Started off rough at the line, but it's turned it around. Now back to a 2-possession Parish lead. Padilla turns downhill. They get it to Chris. Chris, guarded by Antoine. Turns the corner. Somehow staying with it is Moore, but it's out of bounds. Last touch by Parish. It'll stay Brennan basketball. As Chris and Antoine have a couple of quick words. Share a couple of jokes, too. Love to see good sportsmanship like that from two fantastic athletes. Padilla.
Oh, I know.
Padilla close side, swings to Todd. Todd spins, turns, and somehow passes to Ward. Ward to Padilla in the corner. He drives. Again to Todd. Todd unable to catch it clean. Sliding and somehow keeping it in bounds was Antoine Almeter. Defensive foul is going to be a block that will be charged to Moore. So that should be Moore's second. At least I believe it's Moore's second. It'll be the first on Parish this quarter. Let's see if the scoreboard agrees. No, that's third. That's 3 on Moore. And it looks like Parish is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this on the Noble Network.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
6:24 left to go in the fourth. 50-45 our score. What's been a fun one. The semi-main event for day 1 of session 1 of the Noble Classic 2025 edition. Jaron Jones, Kevin Howell, happy to have you here.
I'm excited to be here. I don't think that was to me, but still glad to be here.
You can be to whoever you want it to be, my friend. As Todd will inbound it under his own bucket. They get it to Ward. Now Chris. Chris guarded by Antoine. Antoine almost came up with a deflection, but instead they get it down low to Chris again. Chris double teamed as they pinch. Now Todd on the reset. Moore maybe a hair away from coming up with a deflection with Padilla now. Padilla gets him into the corner. Up high, 17 feet out. Chris fires a three. Rattles in and out, no good. And the dry spell from three continuing for Brennan. Maybe they just let go of all their nice threes in the first half because they haven't been able to hit the Bronze out of a barn with a fire hose from 3 tonight.
You know what, though? That goes to the defensive pressure. I mean, they finally got an open look, and even that was a struggle.
Armand, top of the key to Noggin. Noggin turns the corner. Floater.
Charge.
Offensive fouls. Padilla draws his second charge of the night.
Is that 4 on?
I believe that is 4 on Noggin. So Parish going to have to go to their bench a little bit. They've gone maybe 10. No, not 10 deep. That's not true. Maybe 7 or 8 deep, you'd say?
Yeah, but with all due respect, there's a drop-off.
Wetschler will check in. West spot number 10.
Man, I'm just amazed at the level of play in this game tonight.
Not by how many wet spots we've had to get cleaned.
That's a shocker that I've learned to deal with.
I mean, we're at double digits now. There's still 5.5 left. Here we go with Todd again.
Oh,
Todd to
nice.
Chris up and under. Can't get it to go. Rebounds brought down by Moore.
The play was executed.
Pretty well. I would say pretty darn well. With it is Antoine to Armand, who will fire a three. Back iron won't go. Under the basket, Padilla crashes to the floor. 2-on-2. Lay in by Moore, no good, and he'll head to the line as he draws the foul.
I'm kind of surprised Moore didn't throw it up for a lob.
I thought he was. You know,
Yeah.
he kind of slowed down and slowly kind of faded out to the outside towards the wing. I thought he was going to set up maybe something off the glass. Maybe something off the glass. I wouldn't have minded it. We've only lobs we've seen were from high school Louisville as they fell to the Aces of South Central Prep in our previous game. First free throw rattles in good for Moore, his first trip to the line tonight. That foul, last foul was charged to Chris. That's Chris's third, team second. Both teams knotted up at 2 team fouls apiece. So 2 team fouls to give the rest of the way. Second free throw from Moore. Short front iron it off. Todd again calling for the head tap.
Yeah, set play again.
Zoom action. With Ward, top of the key. Can't get the and one, but instead he will draw the foul from Armand Almeter. Believe that's his second, team third.
You know, and that was a great display of what you had talked about earlier, getting that inside leverage.
You have to. Lowest man always wins, and when you have that zoom action, a great flash could set up so much, especially if they bite on the handoff, as Parish has cut off that handoff. Ward's been able to turn the corner, get downhill, and post up and draw contact as he has. Ward, his second trip to the line, went perfect his last trip, knocks down his first. Get an update on the foul count. Chris has 3, Tarpley has 2, Padilla has 2. Todd and Ward both have 1 apiece. Second free throw, no good on the empty trip. He's now 50% from the stripe tonight. 4.5 left to go. In terms of fouls, Noggin has 4, Moore has 3, Armand has 2, Barla has 1. Here's Antoine, almost stolen away by Chris. Parish moving the ball around, best that they've had pretty much all evening long. Ball gets tipped. They're going to say last touch was by Tarpley. As Lucas just let it sail out of bounds. Do you possibly see Parish trying to milk a little bit more clock here to try to run this thing out?
Yeah, I think there's a worry that they may not score enough anyway.
Armand drives. Looks like it might have been deflected. Don't know if it was a full-fledged block or not by Ward. Either way, it's a turnover. There's the zoom action again. The handoff. Padilla from 13. And the foul counted as he falls away. Tough basket for 2.
See, and Brennan needed that score from somewhere else because they haven't had that from Padilla in a while. And it's great that the young man stepped up and got the and one.
Foul's going to be charged to Weschler.
Now we're going to bring in
Noggin.
Sino.
Noggin, again, has 4.
Yeah.
That was Brennan's last foul to give for the final 4 minutes and 2 seconds in this fourth quarter.
So Brennan's shooting free throws rest of the way.
Rest of the way. And 1 free throw is good from Padilla. A 77% free throw shooter last season. Wet spot number 11. It's not being handled by a referee, but by a camera guy, but still counts nonetheless. Jump pass over to Armand. Armand gets downhill, straight to the teeth of Ward. And he'll draw another foul. Ward, that'll be his second by our count.
And you know what? That's what makes Almuda's so difficult, you know, because Ward was in good position, not great, but in solid position. And then again, inside leverage makes him get out the way, winds up causing a foul.
Both of the Almuda twins, those are big human beings.
You know, I'm just gonna say this now. If you decide to take a charge from one of those guys,
You're brave.
brave business decision, life decision.
Listen, I'm not going to take a charge anyway because my knees are so bad, I don't know if I'll be able to get back up. But if either one of the twins are in front of me, I'm moving.
Yes.
And that really goes for Chris. You can say that for Tarpley.
Padilla's pretty solid.
He is. I will give him that, even though listed as 5'11". Almendar's first free throw. It's good. Now 6 for 10 on the night. And they're going to need him. A free throw here can bring things to a 2-possession ball game. Second free throw. Front iron, no good.
All right, 1 possession.
Still a 1-possession game, notably. 52-49 with 3:37 in the fourth quarter. And the penultimate, night 1, Noble Classic Session 1. Ward, double spins. Layup won't go. Rebounded by Noggin. Noggin to the middle of the floor. To Armand in the corner to Antoine. To Lucas. Around the horn, the Parish Panthers go. It was a great roll by Lucas, however, defender blocking his view. Lucas on an island. Pulls from 12, gets the shooter's roll for 2. He hasn't hit that 12 to 15-footer since the first quarter, and they needed it there. 2-possession game for Parish.
That's a tough shot made by the Nevada commit.
Padilla, they go down low, this time to Tarpley. Tarpley trying to go back at him and get those 2 points back. Spins, turns, off of the glass, and a strong baby hook.
That was a strong baby hook. Shout out Felix.
Noggin again. As we hit 2.5. Noggin, the pass was intended for Armand, but it's out of bounds. What could be a possibly costly turnover as Brennan could tie it with a 3. But as I mentioned in the early part of the third, 3-point shot for Brennan just hasn't been there in the first time.
I think he only attempted 2. But that was great defense with Padilla on the other side. A little cross action.
They're trying to get it to Chris, but jammed up by Antoine. Todd, hand out to Padilla. Padilla head fakes the 3. I wouldn't mind that 3.
No, I would have liked it, to be honest with you.
Crosses. Back to Ward. Ward trying to direct traffic to Todd to get their shooter open. They don't. Instead, he gets downhill, sidesteps, fall away from 15.
Oh, foul, Ward.
Is it going to be a loose ball foul or is it on the shot? One referee pointed to the far side, so it looks like it might be on the shot, and it is. Shooting foul will be charged to Parish. So now that's it. That's their last foul to give. It's over with. So the rest of the way, Brennan's going to be shooting free throws for the last 2:03. Foul is going to be charged to Moore.
Didn't he just have more with 3 fouls?
I have Moore with 3. First free throw short, no good. I'll mark him with 4, at least in my book. There it is. Okay, thought so. I'll mark him with 4 in my book. Our final game after this, it's an all-Tarrant County affair. Mansfield, Timberview taking on Arlington Martin. Kevin, he'll take the night off. I'll have Ani Umana here. Lord knows how that's going to turn out. Second free throw, big free throw. Good for Tarpley.
Yeah.
Keeps it within striking distance, but you don't go empty either.
Man, every point matters, man.
As we have crossed 2 minutes, dos minutos remaining in quarter number cuatro. 54-52. With it is Noggin. Noggin closely guarded by Padilla. Breaks the hold, so no 5 count, no reset. Fake screen. They're looking. Cutting through was Armand, but Noggin didn't see him. It's going to be Antoine on the lay-in. No good. Rebound by Tarpley. By Ward. It's out of bounds. They're going to say last touch Brennan. Oh boy, it looks like Ward might have touched that one last.
Yeah, it was close. But I'm surprised we didn't get the defensive foul on that shot.
Here's Chris. Try to get downhill to Tarpley. Tarpley gets blitzed. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas with 4-on-3 on the numbers. Keeps it. Floater won't
Just
go.
Offensive.
Noggin is a bit slow to get up. Is favoring that right leg. Here's Moore. Moore looks like he might have got whacked in the face. Lucas, here's a huge three. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound by Elmiter. Carry on the follow through. Antoine for 2.
Wow, man, this game has got it all.
4-point game. 50 seconds left. Kick to the corner. It's Ward for 3. That's good. Huge three.
Huge
Timeout
three,
taken by Brennan as we head to the break. Huge play to keep this game alive with 48 seconds left.
Sir, your golden keys?
Excuse me, sir. These cards need a bit of polishing. How about our golden cappuccino? Foot massage, maybe?
Just a card.
A pony ride?
When you want to start your holiday straight away, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the
.48 seconds left. And what has been game of the night, I would say pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
Parish inbound. Tipped out of bounds. Armand tried to get it into Antoine. It's tipped away by Donovan Chris. The future UTEP minor, 3-star commit.
Oh.
They get it in and a foul. Padilla fouls. That's his 3rd, team 4th.
I don't think that was a planned foul.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I guess you could try to justify it. So Bears will inbound again. Antoine with it. It's Armand now around to Noggin. 41 seconds left. Noggin screaming up the sideline to Lucas. Higher kick past Armand. Armand pivoting. Double team. Splits the double. 30 seconds left in ticking. If they're going to foul, they got to foul now. Still going. Nadia to Moore. Moore blocked, swatted away. Huge block by Todd.
Oh, my goodness.
I guess why have to foul? 16 seconds left. Chris gets downhill and it's out of bounds. 12 seconds left. You had all the time in the world.
Oh, they call it.
Are they going to say it's Parish ball?
Yeah.
It'll be a timeout taken by Brennan, and we'll keep it here. 12.6 seconds left. It looks like we're going to say Parish touched it last. Either way, the question still remains. Why even go for a shot with 12.5 seconds left? But that's neither here nor there. They get it down low to Ward. Ward, turnaround jumper, it's in! 10 seconds left. 7 seconds, 6. Noggin up the sideline. Timeout's going to get called by head coach Amada Jami. He'll have it right in front of his own bench. And what could possibly be the last play of the quarter? As we take another look of the inbounds play, Kevin Ward just turned around. A tough jumper from 7. My goodness.
Such an explosive athlete, skilled. You know, it's up and down both rosters, man. This has been a great game.
Man, oh man, just taking one more look. That turnaround jumper. As Ajami calls the timeout here. So you have definitely got it across. That's no question. So
do you have Tarpley defend Lucas or the inbound?
Tarpley has to defend the inbound. It's not like you don't have size. You have Ward and you have Chris to guard Lucas. Put your tallest guy over the basketball, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. 5.3. All that's left.
This play has to be set up to Antoine.
Tarpley over it. Into the corner. They keep it. It's out of bounds. They'll say last touch Parish. Last touch Brennan. Will Ajami call his last time out?
Yes, he did.
I think he will. Back after this on the Noble Network.
Sir, your golden keys?
Excuse me, sir. These cards need a bit of polishing. How about our golden cappuccino? Foot massage, maybe?
Just the card.
A pony ride?
When you want to start your holiday straight away, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the
We're going to come back and take a look at that last basket by Ward that gives us our current score of 56-57. It was a tough turnaround finish on one of the better defenders in the class of 2026.
Yeah, definitely a great play.
So now, 3.8 left to go. Parish with a prime real estate. Armand inbound. Into the corner to Antoine. Antoine, turnaround, fires. Side of the backboard, no good. And Brennan survives. What is arguably game of the night. 57-56. What a game, what a matchup. They were up 6 at one point. Parish ended up coming back. And that'll do it. One more game is all that's left. For one last time, our final, 57-56. For Kevin Howell, Jay Fry, Ani Umani, and the rest of the Noble crew, I'm Jared Jones saying so long. We got one more. Stick around right after this.